Welcome back to the mat. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to be doing a core and more flow. We got a visitor who apparently is also doing some core and more with us. Hey Ash. Hi sweet girl. All right, Ash, go over there. Go. All right, sorry to say Ash has had to leave us, but today we'll be doing a core and more workout, and I think you're gonna love this one. It is a little bit, maybe more advanced beginner to intermediate workout, but we don't need any props, just your body and the mat underneath you. I don't think there's really any spots for like any really big modifications. If you can't do something, obviously you can help walk yourself up your legs. You can take smaller range of motions. You can skip something entirely, but I think this will be a really good one. We are gonna get started laying down on our backs on our mat. Let me fix my pants just a little bit, rolling on back. I'm gonna bring my arms overhead so I can give myself a stretch through all of this under here. Big inhale, let's let our back arch off the mat just a little bit today. Bring our arms overhead, feel our shoulders plug back into our body. Bring our arms all the way down to the mat. I really want you to think about imprinting your spine here. So belly button to your ribs, ribs to your backbone, backbone into the mat. This is one solid piece. And there's no space between your back and the mat. Let's just breathe here for a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. I'm gonna scoot my heels a little bit closer to my bum. So they're just like brushing the tips of my fingers. And on my next inhale, I'm gonna roll my pelvis up, peeling my spine up off the mat so I am in a straight line for my hip bridge. On my exhale, I'm gonna roll back down. Inhale, rolling it up. Really thinking about articulating that spine on the up and on the down. So could you move one vertebra at a time? Inhaling up. And this time we're gonna stay up. Take my right knee into my chest, straighten it up towards the sky. We're gonna lower the leg, so it just hovers off the mat, lift it back up. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Think about lengthening out of that hip until you're just at that hover, and let's hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back in. Oof. All right, let's lower our spine, exhale. Inhale, lift it back up. And now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So lengthen that left leg up to the sky. Let's lower it to hover and lift. Getting a stretch through the hip flexor and a stretch through the hamstring. Lowering, keeping this right hip stable. Lower to hover, and we're holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Lower all the way back down. Why don't you bring your arms to the sky, so like we had them plugged into our shoulders before. Grab on to your thighs, rolling your head, neck, and shoulders up, and just walk yourself up your legs till you come to a seat. We round over and then flat back, stretch, stretch, stretch it up. All right, let's bring your hands to your ankles. We're gonna have our feet, our heels together, our toes are apart, so we're in a little V stance here. I'm holding on to my ankles and I'm rounding over. I'm gonna pick my feet up off the floor, so I'm balancing on my little booty back there, and then I'm gonna rock back, rock up with an exhale. Rock back, inhale, rock up, exhale. Rock back, inhale, rock back. Can you hold it? Hold it, hold it. Let's rock all the way back. Bring our knees into a tabletop position. From here, we're going right into our hundreds because you know that it's not Pilates. It's not a class with Taylor if we don't have the hundreds in there somewhere. So we're gonna roll our head, neck, and shoulders up and pump our arms. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, thinking about widening our ribs behind us as we inhale, thinking about getting all of the air out of our ribs, out of our lungs, out of our body as we exhale, really like almost like you could squeeze your lungs out. So inhaling, exhaling. Sight is in towards your seat down here. You want to make sure you have a long neck along the back so you're not crunching back or anything like that. We're protecting our cervical spine. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug it all in. Relax it down. Ooh. Just gonna do another stretch. I'm feeling so tight today, y'all. All right, let's elongate our left leg. Come up with our head, neck, and shoulders. Right knee is in, and switch, 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 switch. Both knees in. Extend and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, just going to 5. 5. Right leg up to the sky, left leg is long. Pull, pull, switch, pull, 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 pull. Think about getting a stretch through that hamstring as you pull your leg a little bit closer to your face each time. Last one. Both legs up to the sky, hands behind your head. Your head, neck, and shoulders are still lifted. If you need to release all the way down to the mat, that's totally fine. We're gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees in. Give them a hug. We've got one more for this series of 5, or the belly series as it's called. We're gonna roll ourselves up. Right knee is in. Hands are behind your head and you're twisting over. And switch. Think about trying to get your armpit past your leg. 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. Oh, bring it all in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And now we're gonna stretch ourselves out into that long line like when we started. Arms up overhead, plugging this low back into the mat behind us. So I don't want any space back here. And we're gonna inhale here. Exhale as we start to roll over our legs. Arms are next to our ears. We're stretching over past our toes. Start inhaling as we roll back. Letting it come all the way down. Same thing 2 more times. So inhaling and exhaling as we round over. In the same way we articulated our spine in the very beginning of the class is what I want you to think about now. So could you peel your back up off the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time, and can you peel it back down like you're sticking something onto the ground, like a piece of tape, 1 vertebra at a time. Last one. Inhaling. Exhaling over. Saw how I articulated my spine up and over, reaching past my toes. Let's hold on. Pull towards you. If you're at your shins, pull your chest a little bit deeper in. Almost like you could get your toes to touch your ankles. Pulling here, rounding my back so my toes and my nose is by my knees. Feel that stretch. And I'm gonna come up to a seated position. From here, let's widen our legs. So I'm gonna be a little bit wider than my mat. And sitting up tall on my sits bones. So I'm nice and tall. I put my hands behind my head, just like we were for our ab series just now. Both of my hips, both of my sits bones are firmly planted into the mat. I'm gonna twist over toward my right leg, back to center. Using my obliques here to twist, not just my shoulders. So I'm really twisting from my waist as I go over towards my left, back to center. Right from the waist, center. Left from the waist, center. Right from the waist. Dip your left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Back up, back to center. Twist towards your left. right elbow inside of right knee, up, back to center. Twist. Think about getting your your upper elbow as high to the sky as you can. So you're really opening up through that chest here, getting a stretch through those top ribs. Back up, switch, opening, almost like if you had your elbow, your bottom elbow in your knee, you were using that to help you twist, getting a little more leverage. One more each side. That's to the left, to the right, back to center. Bring your arms down, your shoulders down, give them a little shake. Now, for this one, we're going to try and lift both of our legs up and grab them at the exact same time. So in order to do this, we need a lot of our core working. And if you need to go one leg at a time, totally fine. But we're gonna rock back just a bit on our pelvis. See how I've pivoted it again? And I'm going to use my belly, use my powerhouse to pull both of my legs up and into my hands. So let's do that one more time. So we're down here, we're in our like little wide V. I'm gonna rock back onto my pelvis using my lower core especially. We're going to pull my legs up and into my hands. There we go. And see how I look like I'm in a V position? My legs are still wide, so they're still externally kind of like coming out of my hips. So you're still in a V here. And we're gonna rock back into roll like we did for rolling like a ball, but now this is called open leg rocker. So we're rocking back. I'm gonna inhale, exhale, coming up, proud chest at the top. Rocking back on inhale, proud chest at the top. Two more, back, proud chest. See how I went from rounded to like almost arching when I'm coming up. And that'll help get you the rest of that distance up. Rocking back, coming up. Just bring your legs together and apart. Together and apart. Using your inner thighs to bring them together. Outer thighs, draw them apart. Inner thighs together. Bring them into a tabletop position. Release your hands, and we're floating just for a second. We're gonna roll down with control with our legs up. Let me actually scoot myself back down, kind of shimmied up my mat a little bit. So we end like we're back in that tabletop position. Arms are long. So remember how we walked ourselves up earlier with our feet down on our mat? Let's do that again here with our legs in that tabletop. So we're gonna roll up, 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 extend our arms out. Now I want you to bring your feet to the mat as we roll back down. Now we're gonna bring our legs and our torso up at the same time, trying to keep ourselves at the same pace. So they don't want one to come up faster than the other. So we're inhaling, bring my arms back behind me, inhale, roll up, up, up. And see how I had to round and then be a proud chest, just like we did in our open leg rockers. Let's do one more. This time we're gonna lengthen our legs back down. If this is too much for you, stay with the variation before with the bent knees. It's totally fine. We're inhaling here at the bottom. Inhaling, exhale as we come up, up, up. You can straighten your legs all the way here or have them bent. Here we're gonna go into arm circles. So we're gonna have our arms, palms are facing towards the sky, and we're gonna do circles, circles. And if I do that to you from the front, we're doing circles. So we're gonna do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Still holding. And we're gonna reverse. 1, 2, 3. Can you straighten your legs? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll all the way back down with control. All right, we're coming up one more time. All right, you got this. It's a big inhale as we bring our arms overhead. Exhale as we come all the way up. Here, we're gonna lift our arms, lower our arms. Lift our arms for 2, 3, 4. If you want to challenge yourself, straighten your legs. 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll all the way down. Ooh, with control. Give yourself a nice stretch here. Oh, feels so good. All right, a few more exercises and then I promise we're all done. We're gonna bring our right leg in and let's hold onto our shin, our thigh, whatever we can reach. We're just gonna pull it in toward our face for just a little bit. Thinking about trying to keep our hips square though. So we want our right hip, if you could think about like, if you come down, you can feel those two little bony bits on your hips and how they're like in line with one another across your body. As you bring your leg up, can you try and keep that same bony bit in line? You might have to think about like almost bringing your right butt cheek down towards the wall in front of you. Just give it a stretch. Stretch it across your body, getting a stretch all through here. Ooh, that feels good. Now let's stretch it out to the front, or to the side rather, your mat. Getting a stretch along the inner thigh, bringing it back to center. Want your arms long, and we're gonna go into 5 leg circles in each direction. So towards our face, across our body, down, out and around. We always go across our body first in Pilates. 5, then we're gonna go towards our face, out, down, around. And I want you to think about keeping your circle no wider than like your mat. So I don't want you going way down here and like trying to like hit all 4 corners of the room that you're in. No, I just want you to think about going maybe not even as wide as your mat. Maybe you're only going as wide as your shoulders. Stretch it back in towards your face. Stretch it back across your body one last time. Stretch it out. Bend your knee in, give it a squeeze in towards your armpit, pull it in, and then lengthen it back down to the wall across from you. Your leg should almost feel like a little bit longer because we've made more space in that hip joint. Let's draw. I'm gonna bring my right knee in bent. Hold on to my calf or my shin or whatever feels good. I'm gonna straighten it back up. And again, you might need to shimmy and shake here because you wanna make sure that your hips are in alignment with each other. You don't have one hip that's like way higher or anything like that. So make sure that your hips are in alignment. Having some adjusting today. I'm feeling a little off. I'm gonna pull it in towards my face. We're gonna go across the body, get that stretch to the outer hip. And we're gonna go out to the side, getting a stretch to the inside thigh. Back to center. Bring it back in towards our face for 1, 2, 3. Arms are alongside your body, and we're gonna go for those 5 single leg circles in each direction. So towards my face, down, out, back, towards my face. And we always want to start with coming toward our face and getting that little bit of extra stretch instead of going straight over. We're making sure that we're lengthening out of the hamstring before we go around. And this was my 5 in this direction. I'm gonna switch, so towards my face, out, down, around, face. And again, we're thinking about only going as wide as our shoulders. Definitely no wider than our mats. Trying to keep our hips stable, especially this one that's not working, our right hip in this case. Stretch it in toward your face again. Stretch it across your body. Stretch it out to the side. Bend it in. Bring that knee into your armpit. Stretch, stretch, stretch right there. And then let's lengthen it all the way down. One more big stretch with our back arching off just a little bit. And now we're gonna roll over onto our bellies. So, actually we're gonna come to a tabletop position, sorry. Our arms are straight. There's no bend in our elbows. Our wrist, elbows, and shoulders are all stacked, one on top of each other. We're gonna step back with our right leg, step back with our left leg into a plank, and we're gonna hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to that tabletop position. All right, so now we're gonna do a plank again. And if you wanna stay at the plank stage, totally fine. If you wanna add on, we're going to be rocking back and forth on our toes, so getting a stretch through our hamstrings while we work our core. We'll come back down. The next one, as we rock back and forth, we're gonna alternate which legs that we lift. Again, if you wanna stay at just holding a plank, totally fine. Know your body, know the truth of your work. If you wanna try and challenge yourself a little bit more, let's take those progressions. So we're starting back again in that tabletop position. I'm stepping out with my left foot, stepping out with my right foot. I'm rocking. So let me actually pull this up a little bit so you can see my ankles. This movement is coming from like flexion in my feet. So I'm pointing my toes, flexing my feet, trying to keep my hips down and in one line. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee, come back. Last one, we're gonna do that same rocking, but we're gonna pick up each leg. So like our right leg will rock and we'll pick up our left, almost like we're prancing. You'll get the rhythm. We're gonna be doing 8 of those, so 4 on each side. All right, we're back in that tabletop. We're gonna step back with our right foot, back with our left foot. I'm lifting the right leg. Actually, I'll lift the left leg so you can see. Rock, switch, rock, switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. Stretching out my shoulders just a bit. Now we're gonna do holds. So we're gonna hold with our right leg up towards the sky for 8, come back down, hold with our left. We're not coming back to a tabletop in between. Again, if you want to try and challenge yourself, this would be a great place to do it because we're still just doing plain static hold. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna step back with my left foot. Left, picking up my left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides, trying to keep my hips down. It's easy to start piking. We wanna make sure our hips are level. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee. Let's push ourselves back to a child's pose. Thinking about all the hard work that you've put in today, all of that core strengthening, core and more, because we also worked some of our back, we worked our glutes a little bit, we worked our shoulders and our arms, like we really hit it all. I'm gonna come back up to a seat. And actually, I think that really is the best part about Pilates is if you're doing Pilates properly, it fully is a whole body workout. Like, yeah, I may have called this a core and more class, but we really got to work a little bit of everything. And that's the beauty and the magic of Pilates. It's like, there's no really such thing as just working your core or just working your arms or just working your legs. Like, it's such an integrated system. You need your shoulders to stabilize when you're doing lower body work. You need your lower body to stabilize your core when you're doing things. And again, I just fully geek out about how interconnected Pilates is, and I hope that you can feel some of that enthusiasm that I have for it. Thank you guys again for joining me on the mat. I'm so happy that you're here, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.